We already saw this guy, but look at him with his other girl.
Today on Judge Faith, this guy can't seem to stay out of court.
You're back again? Really? We have some video from when you were here before.
How many girls does this guy have?
Versus Wilson. Thank you, Barbara.
Hey, don't hate on him because you ain't him.
Jessica Acton?
Yes.
You were suing the defendant, Richard Wilson, for $4,000 for damage to your
God.
car.
Yes.
And you were countersuing, sir, for $400 for the cost of a Chihuahua?
Yes.
What? How much money this man gotta pay?
You seem to have a lot of problems with women in your life, sir.
Yeah, I do. With them.
You don't think it's you?
Half of it's me. I don't think it's 100% me. I'm not perfect.
You're the common denominator is all I'm saying.
not
You're the
perfect.
one that keeps showing up in my courtroom. Why don't you start, Miss Acton, and tell me how you know the defendant?
At the end of July, I had actually got on my friend's Facebook page, and I had met him through comments, and we started talking.
Okay.
So you saw his photo on Facebook, and he just sort of caught your
Yeah,
eye?
she was feeling me. She was feeling me.
Oh, he a
He
comedian.
didn't say that, but yeah, I was still talking with my son's dad.
So you saw him on Facebook, and you struck up a conversation? You made the
Yes.
first contact?
Yes.
And how did you go about doing that?
I just said, hey, how are you doing? And he said, do you know me? And I said, no, but we can get to know each other. 'Cause we have
Ooh, that's that Riz. She cooked with that one.
we have the same Facebook friends, same mutual friends, and I figured that we know the same exact people out in real life too.
Okay,
If they
so
are
when was this?
This was at the end of July.
Okay.
The two of you start a relationship.
Yes.
Okay, and how was the relationship when you first started dating?
His ex-girlfriend was constantly messaging me, saying a bunch of stuff to where she was gonna pop up at his mom's house.
We saw this in the other episode. The ex-girlfriend was the lady that was in court with him the last time. He met her and moved in with that lady the first day he met her. So we already knew them two was crazy. We already knew they were crazy, and now we seeing exactly how crazy his dumb ass is.
And she was gonna do stuff to me. This girl was crazy.
Why would you continue to be involved with someone who has a, as you described, crazy ex like that?
Because she wasn't in the picture as to what I was told. So I just left it at that, and it was just gonna be me and him, and we were just gonna go on and just do us.
Well, how long had you been dating at this point?
We weren't dating at this time. We were just getting to know each other. And I had told him specifically, I said, I don't want to start dating you right away, because the next person that I date, I'm going to marry him because he's going to be the father to my son.
So eventually you get into some type of car accident.
Yes.
Huh?
Tell me about that. What happened?
So we pull up to his mom's house. His mom's driveway is a hill. He pulls in first. I pull in behind him. He leaves his car and drive and goes inside, and his cousin is outside still just talking. They're doing something in the trunk or whatever, running stuff in and outside. And I tell the cousin, I said, you're wasting gas by leaving that car run. Why don't you just shut that car off? So he goes to the driver's side, he shuts the car off. The car rolls back and hits my car. And so then I'm like, something's gonna happen to my car. Somebody's gotta pay for this.
Did you have
'Cause it's
insurance on your
damaged.
car?
Yes, I did.
The insurance didn't cover the damages?
I didn't call the insurance because it wasn't my fault.
You gotta call insurance, don't you? What?
Hold on.
I wanted him to pay for it.
I was in the house when all this happened.
But you have insurance.
I'm on
coverage.
SR22.
So both of you have SR22
Yes.
insurance. What does that mean exactly?
Like you got caught driving without insurance, so they give you.
I got caught getting a DUI. I was drinking and driving.
So they just both irresponsible people. So I don't know what's going on. In the other episode, he was driving a bike.
I'm not perfect.
You're the common denominator is all I'm saying.
not
You're the
perfect.
one that keeps showing up in my courtroom.
Yeah, I'm not perfect though, but I didn't ask her to push my bike over. She pushed it over out of anger.
I don't know what he got going on, but it's irresponsibility.
And I had to get put on SR22 for 3 years.
Okay, what's your reason for having the
Because I
insurance?
got caught driving without insurance, and every time I don't pay my SR22, they automatically suspend my license.
So you go in the house and you leave the car running?
I was rushing because I had to get the rental car back by a certain time, so I didn't have to pay the extra day. I think I left it in. I'm not sure. I left it in drive. I went in the house. Next thing you know, I hear them screaming. She told him to shut the car off. If he wouldn't have never shut the car off, the car would have never reverted. It never would have hit her car.
Step up,
But
sir.
it's
I'm Jay Sean, his cousin.
Okay, what happened?
We was all rushing. Her car was in the back, and his car was in the front. And then she was like, oh, the car gonna run out of gas. So I wasn't thinking.
So you turn the car off and it
He don't seem like he be thinking, why he acting like that?
goes backwards.
Yeah, it was like 2 feet away from each other though.
And then it hits her car though.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can have a seat.
Oh.
How long after this incident happened did the two of you break things off?
I was falling off after that. Like, it took me about a week after this whole situation with the car because he was not wanting to pay it. He kept telling me he's going to claim under insurance. Then he said he was going to pay for it in cash. Then he said his insurance was going to cover it. And then that's when he just stopped contacting
Are you
me.
Wow.
Letting me know.
Yes,
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a baker.
How long have you been a banker?
A year. When we had a conversation about what she was naming her son, that's when all hell broke loose. I was trying to get her not to name her son. Why would you name your son Day
My
One?
son,
Why
his
would you
name
name your
is
son
Day One because he
Ezekiel.
is going to be my one and only.
What do that got to do with the car accident? Why is her kid named Day One? How does she spell it? Dayone? Like, is Day One like one name, or is it a dash and a space? And is his first name Day, middle name One? What's going on? They're irresponsible, bro.
I do something wrong to him. So
my family
yes,
said-
he is my Day One.
If somebody names their son that, they got to be something wrong with him, so you need to get away from him. So,
So you guys are
swear.
arguing over the name
yeah,
of her
we
child.
argued about several times.
This is not your son, right?
No.
Okay.
But we were
you.
together at the time, but that's when everything kind of switched up. When we got into that argument, that's when we just stopped talking.
Over the name Day One.
Yeah.
Does that really bother you?
Yeah, that bothers me.
But she said she was gonna have a baby by the next man she deal with, but she ain't have a baby by him, and she was dealing with him. She said the next man she have a baby by, she marrying that man. So who is the baby Day One by?
I was with my family. I'm like, family's like Richard. If you can't be with nobody like that. There's something wrong with them if they name their son Day One.
For naming their son a unique name.
Day One Ezekiel is not a unique name.
Day One Ezekiel. Day One Ezekiel.
Ezekiel is God may strengthen, thank you.
But
so
Day
you
One.
must just not believe in God.
Never said
Maybe
that.
you should get some church in your life.
How long did the two of you date?
Not even 3 weeks.
This
Oh,
all
wow.
happened over the course of
Yes.
3 weeks?
Wow.
You have estimates for the car damage?
Yes, I
May I
do.
see them, please? You have a counterclaim for $400.
No, just forget about it because she wanted the cell phone back. I said, if I give you the cell phone back, then you give me my dog back.
What
Okay, what
is
happened with
going
that?
on?
The only reason she bought me a cell phone was so my ex would stop texting me. That was the whole reason she bought me a cell phone.
This all happened over the course of 3 weeks.
Yes. I didn't need a cell phone.
I have a kind heart, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I do like to take care of
No,
people.
if you have a
I like
kind
to
heart,
help
you know
people.
what? Cook somebody dinner.
I'm so confused. So in a matter of 3 weeks, they met on Facebook. Are you somebody that I know? No, but you somebody I want to get to know. They exchange phone numbers. His ex contacts her and tell her to leave him alone. And to make her leave him alone, she buys him a new phone. She has a baby by another man named him Day One. They help him move to Colorado and crash a car. And something about a chihuahua in exchange for the phone. What? None of this make no damn sense, and I'm trying to piece it together.
But you don't buy them cell phones, because that just looks like you're trying to buy love. Not somebody you've only known for 3 weeks and you met him on Facebook.
Oh, they clapping. They agree. She a goofy one. Day
I
one.
asked you about your counterclaim for the dog, and you said don't worry about it. Why is that?
Because I brought the dog. It was for me and her. But when she got
So in 3 weeks, not only did you get him a cell phone,
I brought her a dog.
and you've met each other's parents, but you have now bought a dog together.
No,
3
we
weeks.
No, it
did
was
not. He had got the dog out of town, said that it was a chihuahua, and when he brought it back, he handed it to me and said that I could have the dog. And I was like,
No.
this is not a chihuahua.
No.
And then I
She
gave
fell in love
him
with the
back the
dog.
dog.
Who has the dog?
She does.
No, I do
when she
not.
got-
And why do you think you should get the dog
What?
back?
No, but
Come on.
Back
dog,
the dog.
Who has the dog?
she does.
No, I do
when she
not.
got-
If he's saying she has it and she's saying she don't has it, who actually have the dog?
And why do you think you should get the dog back?
No, because the dog wasn't for her. She just fell in love with the dog. She just as soon as
What's the dog's name?
I don't even remember.
I hate this group, bro. They are stupid.
I don't remember the dog's
Sir,
name. 'Cause
okay,
it's been
so
long.
you just made this counterclaim
It's been 3 weeks.
out of spite. You
Yeah.
don't even know the dog's name, and you're coming in here saying you want the dog back. That's not going to happen. Your counterclaim is dismissed. As for the car damages, in terms of liability, this was an accident, and I am going to find that you are responsible for the damages. You have provided me with 2 estimates, one for $1,500 and one for $2,127. So I'm going to order him to pay you the lower of the 2 estimates. My judgment in this case is for the plaintiff, $1,509.04. That's what you owe her, sir. Good luck.
That man 0 for 2. How do you lose 2 court cases? This man is an idiot.
Thank you.
He need to stop going to court. Just stop taking these issues to court and just let the girls have it. Whatever girl he start messing with and they take him to court, he losing. He 0 for 2. This guy's an idiot.